Hey everybody, we are ERIE from Albany, New York, and we're going to tell you about our in-ear monitoring system, StageWave.
I should've kissed more boys, I should've kissed more girls. I'm trying to find my place in a bad man's world. You got your finger on the trigger.
When we were shopping around trying to make the switch from traditional stage monitors to in-ear monitors, we were really looking for something affordable that also gave us the flexibility to have individual mixes. As a vocalist, I liked a drastically different mix than, say, our drummer. And so, being that we're not at the point in our band to have a dedicated monitor sound engineer at every show, the features that StageWave offered, allowing us to control our own mixes with individual channels and individual mixes, was super appealing, and it's been an incredible asset to not only how we perform, but how we practice.
I should've kissed more girls.
So for me personally, it was life-changing because I went from having a stage wedge that would be to the left of me and be very loud and directly in my face to having, you know, in-ear monitors that block everything out, and all I can hear is what I set it at on my phone. So I keep my phone at like 50% volume. I can't hear any of my kit outside of what is being played in my ears, and it's the best thing in the world.
Probably the biggest benefit has been our ability to each have individual mixes, which again, running through our phones, we're able to set each level. So I need to hear me, and I need to hear the lead vocalist so I can hit my harmonies. And having StageWave enables us to have individual mixes for each of them.
Having StageWave means that the sound guy doesn't have to worry about trying to get a good sound on stage.
For us, and you can just worry about the room.
So these are the components in our setup. Top to bottom here, we have a power conditioner. We chose the ART PB4x4. The main reason we liked that is because all of the power connections are in the back. Makes for a very nice clean setup when you add in all these other components, and you can plug things straight into the back and leave them plugged in at all times. Below that, this is a 16-channel analog splitter. It's got two tails on it coming out the back. One is a 30-foot long tail that will go to the front of house, and the other one is a shorter tail that actually connects straight to the final component in this setup, which is our digital mixer. The one we went with is a 16-channel digital mixer made by Zoom. It is the L20R for reference. And yes, the respective channels from the splitter plug into the back of this. Another reason we liked this mixer is that all the connections are in the back. So we leave everything in here plugged in at all times except for the XLRs that run to the respective microphones. This is all housed in a pretty basic rack unit. We actually bought it secondhand. They're very affordable on the secondhand market. In here, some other important things that we've done. You want to make this as easy as possible for any venue's front of house person so that it's a very easy drop and go connection for them. So what we've done is we've labeled every single channel. Channel 1, for example, is kick. Channel 2, we actually have a dedicated click channel, which doesn't go to front of house, etc., etc. In the back, there are tails matching these numbers. We've also labeled those with the respective instruments that they correspond to. What else? We've put our router password on the front so that if for some reason any of us get disconnected, we always have that handy at any venue. Which brings me to my next point. The next component of this is this router on top here. Now, before you set up StageWave, you need to set up a local area network on your computer. The kind folks at StageWave have put together a great tutorial on how to do this. They've also got a recommended router for you to purchase that works very well with their software. So this is an essential component. What we've done is we've bought this handy adapter here that connects a Ethernet cable, a USB cable, and then this plugs right into our final component, the laptop here. So all we do every time, we open up the rack, take the router out of the back, everything fits in nicely behind here. This stays plugged in, as I've said. Put it on top, take this USB, plug it right into the front of our mixer, and you plug the other end of this into the laptop. So, power up the laptop, StageWave takes it from there. And that's pretty much the basics of our in-ear setup.
Can't stop running around.